I know, because she was hella stuck dealing with her situation. I'm like, and she dealing with her situation, and I'm like, that shit's already don't work.
We just stopped, like.
At least she wasn't tired, though. You was tired.
I was tired. Oh, you got jokes?
Yeah.
You got jokes? Y'all got jokes? Y'all got okay. That's cool.
Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 3. We appreciate y'all. We got a lot of good feedback from episode 2. A lot of people, a lot of constructive criticism. We want to say thank y'all a lot. When we left off last time, a lot of people were saying, you know, like, one thing we talked about was kind of know your circle. Because if you're around people that don't exude positive energy, or, you know, keep your spirits high and keep you on the right track, you shouldn't be around them. There's a lot of people nowadays who are just around people just because of their entertainment, or because you have money, or because who you are. Know your circle. You know what I mean? And from there, I'm saying that's kind of what we're going to talk about today, right? Like,
yeah, like just friends. Like the people that you surround yourself with on a daily basis, they're kind of going to reveal the type of person that you are. So you want to make sure that if you're hanging around snakes, most people are going to think you're affiliated with snakes. You know?
They hide in grass easy.
Or that you're one yourself.
Basically, yeah. We don't want that.
Yeah, it's not even there. Gossip people you're around every day. It could be your coworkers, your like the people that you live with, if you have roommates, like any type of situation.
Your
like,
family.
With other people.
Family.
And your friends too, your friends can definitely influence you to do things that you wouldn't necessarily do, like maybe talking a certain way or doing something, and sometimes when you're hanging out with your friends, you don't even realize until somebody points it out, like, oh, you know, you act just like them. So we definitely need to be aware of who we surround ourselves with.
Yeah.
Sometimes your friends want to turn up, though. And I'm with it. I'm with it. One thing is, like, just because you've known somebody for plenty of years, you went to school with them, you know, even family members, that doesn't automatically make them your friend or a good friend. Like, sometimes knowing somebody too long is a bad thing. Yeah. Like, they shouldn't have been in your life that damn long. There's 10 years of bullshit you've been putting up with just because. Like, you shouldn't deal with that. Y'all got anybody that you've known for like 10, 15 years and that has crossed you just completely wrong?
Well, yeah, I've known family, you know, friends that you've known for a very, very long time. It's been like, they'll put you in situations that you definitely don't want to be in. You end up hurting other people, they hurt you, and time doesn't make them any more closer, doesn't make them any more loyal.
That just makes you more vulnerable to the situation. And like, I know you've been crossed bad. It was a situation, you know, with some friends, and it just fucked up the whole crew and the whole group or whatever. And it was just a bad situation.
And it was basically me not knowing my circle, not knowing what I should have known from the jump. Like, people wouldn't have got hurt, and I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have had to be in that situation in the first place. So if you definitely know your circle, know that the people that you're at least putting yourself around on a daily basis aren't going to cross you, because it could definitely happen, because it's happened before. So
no, you can't like prevent stuff like that from happening. Sometimes you just don't know. You don't know like what that person is capable of doing, or like, you just can't fight sometimes.
And not even that, like, I mean, there might be a situation that happens to you personally, just drastically out of nowhere, and then can turn you into somebody who is really maybe out of your character, but it's because of the event that just happened. So it's kind of like, I mean, if you can look at that friend and be like, I know this friend well enough, and that's not them, and that's not their personality. Sometimes that's what it is it's just something drastic happened to make them change a little bit. But I feel like it's your job as a friend to guide them back. But then if they don't, then that's when you decide, like, oh, we can't kick it no more because you're somebody different.
So if you see a certain side of somebody that you don't like, you know, like right then and there that's not somebody you want to be around.
Yeah, it's not always the negative things too. You know, there's people who've been friends. We've been friends for what, 18 years maybe, something like that. Too long, but and then sometimes you know it does work. Like we've been friends this long, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be lifelong friends. So it's not always negative, but just like we know each other, we know our circle, so we don't have to worry about that when it comes to us, at least. So.
I mean, it's a lot of people are naive, and it's real when they say you live and you learn, because you do live and you learn. That's kind of the reason we want to make this video. Like, if it can help somebody not have to live and learn, go through some bullshit. You know, I personally, I don't know if my friends know this, but I test my friends. I put my friends through in certain situations to see if I'm worth being them. Like, if we plan something and they don't come through, or something else is more important, they might think I'm hella emotional about, or I'm upset about the wrong thing. But I feel like if you my friend, like, to the point where I call you family, nothing else should come in between. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we get into it and I'm in jail for fighting, I don't need you to bail me out. I need your ass to be next to me getting bailed out too, because we both doing the damn thing. And that's bottom line. Like, don't wait till I get out and be like, oh, you was whooping his ass. No, we was whooping his ass. Like,
it's about the energy and the effort that you gotta put forth, like, to a friendship. Like, you know, like, it isn't just gonna happen. Like, it takes work. And if you're not there to put that work in, like, all the time, like, friendships can fade, you know?
Yeah, I think we can all agree that it's kind of like once you're a friend, you're a family. Like, we love you, we treat you like family, you know what I mean? I know that's how I am. Like, once you're my friend, like, you are my friend and I'm there for you for anything. You are my friend, sorry, but you are there.
One situation I know, like, you were dealing with, like, you have friends who say they're your friends, but they're not supportive with everything you do. They you know, they're quick to judge you or quick to, you know, talk shit on the low. But they were your friends until you noticed it. Like, how do you deal with shit like that?
I think it's I was kind of looked at as either being stuck up, but it was really because I was shy. But I'm really quiet. When you first meet me, I'm really quiet, and that's because I'm very observant. I like to observe you and figure out, do I want to spend time with this person? Do I want to hang out with this person? And over the years, people who I thought were my true friends weren't. And the times that I needed them, like, I had to try not to get all sappy, but I lost my mom. And when I lost my mom, you know, you something tragic happens to you, and you want to go to your best friends, and you know what I mean? Because you can't really go to family because they're dealing with it too. So you want to go to your best friends, and the people who I would have just, like, I knew they were going to be there weren't there, and it was a big eye-opener because it was like, wait a minute, like, we've been friends for 18 years, and where are you? You know what I mean? And it was the people who either I had just met, or maybe the people who I wasn't hanging out with as much, that were there for me, and, you know, went with you through all my little crazy episodes and all that. But it was them, and then it's really big eye opener when you find out who your true friends are.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And one of the things is with the true friend, I've heard this question, I know y'all heard it a lot. A lot of people say, oh, bro, you were dating this girl for 4 years, but y'all broke up. Is it okay if I date her? Like, you guys are done. Like, hell no. Like, no. Like, straight up, like, if somebody really means that much to you, and you know they've been in a relationship with something, you shouldn't even, that shouldn't even come to your mind. Like, you should never ever, like, go after somebody. There's a million fish in the sea.
Yeah, she can't be that bad.
Exactly. You better hook something else. There's a million fish in the sea. If you can't hook something else, something wrong with your worm.
To me, that's that. You thought she was attractive, or you felt some way about it the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
You was just waiting for your opportunity.
Exactly. So Patrick, I'm gonna ask you this. What's a difference between an acquaintance and a friend?
To me, an acquaintance is somebody you see, like, you can see them every day. Like, it's not somebody you hang out with, but, like, they're around you, but you don't consider them, like, close like a friend, per se. So
trust is a big part of that, huh?
Yeah, trust is a big thing.
You got a lot of acquaintances. We all have a lot of acquaintances, but
it's always you always have your main core people. Like, some other people, like, we're always here. We always do things together. Like, we're not, you know what I mean, opposed to other people hanging out, because we love making new friends or having other people around. But just knowing your circle and knowing who your close friends are, like, and your real friends are, like, it'll make things a lot easier for you in the long run. That's for sure.
Definitely. I think that's our problem, especially as young people, you know, becoming more mature and becoming, you know, adults. That's a lot of people's problems. Like, they're so quick to call everybody their friend, and it's like, I was always told, like, everybody's not your friend. Like, for me, I mean, it is about trust, and you have to prove to me that, you know, like, you're a loyal friend, and that I can call you a friend before I'm like, oh, that's my friend. Like, nah, you're not my friend. Like, if you're getting called specifically by your name, you're not my friend. You're just an acquaintance.
No.
Sometimes being a good friend hurts you, because you could, like you said, you could feel like somebody's your friend, or you could be such a good friend yourself, and you want other people to be that good friend that you are, and they're just not. They don't complete the
exactly. It should. I mean, it should flow. It should be natural, but also friendship takes energy. A lot of people think, like, oh, if it's meant to be, it will be, or eventually they'll be my friends. Like, no, you have to try to be a friend. You have to try to put, you know, the energy in. You might hurt your friend's feelings. You might, like, if Patrick was to walk out with a shirt and he was like, oh, is this tight? Oh, blah, blah, blah. His confidence is high. He feeling good. He feeling himself. Take that shit off. That's whack as hell. Like, you know what I mean? I'm being a friend. I don't want him stepping out looking like a damn fool. That might hurt his feelings. It might hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? But I know at the the end of the day, he know I mean well for him, and he's not gonna question whether or not if I'm trying to hate on him or trying to stop his shine. He knows off top, like, you know, I'm finna put this energy in, because I can sit back and just be like, oh, I don't give a fuck, I ain't got time, let him do him. But like I said, friendship takes energy, and that's another thing. Like, I know we deal with people who don't put energy into our friendship.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's the biggest thing, because it's not that hard. Like, I promise it's not. Like, it may seem like it's just a little stretch, but honestly in the long run it's gonna be all worth it, because you're gonna realize, you're gonna look around like, yeah, I put the effort in, but out of it I got a best friend, and like someone who knows that I'm gonna be there all the time. And people, you know, they say, oh, that's my best friend, or oh my god, I love them, and this, but you know, when do you see them? When do you hang out with them? You know, like not saying seeing someone is always, you know, making them your best friend, but you gotta put in some effort, you know what I mean? You gotta pick up the phone, you gotta, you know what I mean, kind of make an effort to come see whoever you're calling your best friend. So just gotta watch it. Like, you know, people say they're best friends from afar, but are they really your best friend?
they don't enjoy each other's company. You know? We enjoy each other's company.
Yeah,
Like,
I think as far as like the best friend thing, like I feel like a best friend is somebody like you know would be there even if you didn't need them. You know, at the moment. And for me and my best friend, like we've been best friends for a long time, but it's like we had to prove ourselves to each other, and like you don't just, oh, that's my bestie. No, like best friend, like you're my sister. If you're a female and you're my best friend, I treat you like I treat my sisters. Like you're gonna be at my wedding, you're gonna do all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like you become family, you know. But I think so many people throw out the term so loosely. Like it's kind of like, I need you to really consider like what makes a best friend, or what makes a friend, period. You know what I mean?
Wait, so we thought we was your best friend. This whole time she didn't have a different best friend. Know your circle. Like, know your circle. Like, know your circle too. Like, and I know off tops were like, this is like my cousin, brother, one of my, you know, best friends as well. Like, how do you feel? What kind of energy do you put energy into your relationships as well?
To each person, I feel like you have to treat them like differently. If it's your best friend, you know how far you're willing to go. A friend, like you have a certain limit you'll go to. It like feeds off of each other. Like if you would do this for one person, your best friend, you're gonna go above and beyond. I feel like so. Yeah, I feel like that's something different.
Yeah, if it's your best friend, put him on that platter. Put him or her on the platter. You know what I mean? Make them feel like it. You know what I mean? If it's not, leave their ass where they need to be. And I'm just trying to get to the point. I'm Carlese, the host.
I'm Courtney, the personality.
Patrick, the voice.
And I'm Ashley, the face.
Know your circle.
Know your circle.
To the point.
Cheers.